It's always tough to make a top 10. You're like shifting and sorting. Well, that one was good, but it just becomes a mess. All that aside, here are all the films I saw, and 10 of these are on my top 10. I didn't get to see everything I wanted to, but I saw a lot of great films. So let's go. 10. Pirates of the Caribbean made drunken badassery seem cool again. Sadly, we don't get it enough in films. But don't worry, Jeff Bridges is nothing but sauced in True Grit. Probably because he saw Tron Legacy. In terms of badassery, the word that isn't a word, but I've used 2 times so far. Breaking English, breaking English. The film is more quick wit than violence. And the 3 you're with most of the time are at odds with one another and offer strong performances on all fronts. I will say though, I'm a little upset that Josh Brolin gets his name on the poster and not Haley Steinfeld. She's a newcomer and she offers a fantastic performance. Jeff Bridges I get, Matt Damon I get, Josh Brolin don't understand why he's there. Like he's in a fifth of the movie. This is the first true Western in a while and the Coen brothers fully embraced the world around them. But don't worry, they're still the Coen brothers, so expect some really strange characters along the way. Like a slow-talking bear man, or an animal sounds bandit. What? 9. It's really cool when DreamWorks decides to make a good animated film. I don't mean to be mean, but the last film that I really enjoyed from them was Shrek. Oh, and Shark Tale was great. Oh, no, wait. How did they trick Will Smith into doing that? But this is a top 10 list, so I'll spare you my DreamWorks animation rant. Vikings are cool. Dragons are cool. How to Train Your Dragon has both. And I can't think of a single Viking film I've seen, so this is a really new world to me. Voice talent strong across the board, and they gave Craig Ferguson a role. I love him. And now maybe someone will give Conan a movie instead of credit card commercials. Though characters at times are a little generic, and there are a few cliche moments. You're not my son. But the world is so rich you let those things get by you. DreamWorks even took some pages out of Pixar's book and have some silent moments when the boy and the dragon bond. And these are truly touching moments. I can see How to Train Your Dragon being a film that kids watch over and over again for its charm, wit, and wonder, and it's well deserved. 8. I got some weird themes running through my top 10. Find them all and list them below. One of them is Badass Girls. Yes, the film is titled Kick-Ass, named after the main character's hero, but anybody who saw the film will agree that Chloe Grace Moretz stand out as hit girl. Aaron Johnson, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Nicolas Cage are all great, but there is nothing more refreshing than a girl who can beat the shit out of people and show no regrets. Also, real fast. Nicolas Cage, what are you doing? Why do you make Oreo films? By that I mean, you've got a really great thing in the center, and then you've got 2 mediocre things on the outside. Everybody loves the cream, come on. Kick-Ass offers a fresh, cynical take on the superhero genre, and it'll rock you all the way through and then give you a really weird crush on Hit Girl. 7. Hey Hans Zimmer, what's up? Inception proves that a blockbuster can make you think, then confuse the hell out of you, then force you to map out all of the film's events, and finally, draw your own conclusions. In a nutshell, Inception is a dream heist with a ton of mind-bending action sequences that'll leave your friends talking long after the credits roll. Hell, the final edit of the film sparks conversation. Did it fall? It started to, but we never saw it! Oh my god. And to quickly address the Nolanites who are tracking me down for not putting this at the #1 spot, I'm gonna have to put on my film douchebag hat for a moment. You know, the one that says director across the front? It's just that the idea drives the whole thing, and sometimes the characters feel secondary. And what's Cobb's arc? Can you arc when you dream? Dream arc. That'd be a pretty good band name. Dream arc. Thinking indie pop, but it really is all about the idea. A thought. How simple. I've always loved mind movies. Yay, Kaufman! But Nolan amps the hell out of Inception and keeps you on the edge of your seat even when you're watching a bunch of people sleep in a van. Oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat. Don't fall off. Oh god. People sleeping in Inception? Exciting! All in all though, the amount of time spent discussing this film proves Inception's worth. 6. Let's be honest, Pixar is really good at making us cry. Toy Story 3 could be a standalone movie, but it has so much more weight with the amount of backstory we have on all these toys. The film adds many new characters and revisits and redefines a lot of relationships. Amazingly though, the film never feels bloated. We just have more toys to play with, and they offer us a lot of variety. As for the expected kid-friendly tone, Toy Story 3 is incredibly mature and at times rather dark. The furnace scene is easily on par with the nightmare from Brave Little Toaster. You know, the one with the clown and the fire? Maybe it's just that thing that's scary about fire. Yeah, Bambi had that too. But the maturity is what makes this film a standout. It's so multifaceted. The film is a perfect bookend to anyone who grew up with Andy and is now transitioning on to a new part of life and closes out the Toy Story trilogy in a fantastic and tearful fashion. Where did all my toys go? 5. Black Swan is to Swan Lake as West Side Story is to Romeo and Juliet. I'm so pissed they took analogies off the SATs! It's a brilliant reimagining of a classic that explores the duality in each of us. Some of us taking one side too far. Oh, Portman, you so crazy. When you boil it down, Black Swan's cast is actually incredibly small, and if any one performance was weak, the whole thing would crumble. But everyone's on the same page. And I'm not just talking about the actors. Everyone is on the same page. Technically, this movie is perhaps the most consistent thing I've seen all year. There's not a moment that falters from its thrill or tension. Everyone is driving to the same goal. Yeah, this little bit on Black Swan's a little short because I did a review on this already, so you can check that. Or we'll just move on. 4. God, I love me some Happy Danny Boyle. 127 Hours is based on the true events of Aaron Ralston, a hiker who was trapped between a rock and a hard place. Also the name of his book, which I need to read. Like I read books. James Franco graduates from entertainer to leading man, which he masterfully handles, easily ensuring him an Oscar nomination. I will say though, it'll be strange if he wins. He's also co-hosting with Anne Hathaway. It'd be like inviting a bunch of friends over to celebrate how awesome you are. You know, a birthday party. But Franco does deserve the praise, at least with a nomination. His performance is more moving than anything I've seen this year. And within these 127 hours of isolation, there are interjected memories and hallucinations. I will say though, some of the casting seems a bit silly. Like Lizzie Kaplan, you just hear her voice and then the only time you see her, she's sitting on a couch. And that's all she does. She sits on a couch. R.I.P. Party Down. But unlike Party Down, Aaron Ralston prevails. Though be warned, it gets a little intense. He cuts off his arm. If you didn't know that, spoilers. Don't worry, it's not just blood and gore. The whole experience teaches him a greater appreciation of life, what he wants from everything, Oh, just close your eyes at that part and see the film.
3.
Holy shit, Scott Pilgrim is fun. It's like a hybrid comic book, video game, rock concert. From the moment the Universal logo hits the screen, I guarantee you will be wearing a dumb grin on your face. The story is simple. Guy meets girl, guy likes girl. Oh, there's a little catch, a 70 Lexus. And that very simple element puts this film into hyperdrive. The pacing is lightning fast, the characters are engaging, the fight scenes are awesome, and the music has been contributed by Beck, Metric, and Broken Social Scene. It's an amazing experience. The film is an experience. An experience! For those concerned or turned off by Michael Cera, let me address that right now. He's actually doing something new in this one. And not just in a youth and revolt sort of way. Remember that? What? But back to Scott Pilgrim. Even if you're a Scott Pilgrim purist, you'll love the film. All the changes they made I loved, because Edgar Wright can do no Edgar wrong. Oh, I see what you did there. Nice. What? It's a must-see.
2.
First of all, don't call it the Facebook movie. This isn't because I'm a film asshole. I mean, I am. But the story of The Social Network could really be applied to any IP. It just happens to be about Facebook. And David Fincher and Aaron Sorkin took a refreshing approach when dealing with the creation of the largest social networking site out there. They made it about relationships. Right from the gate, the film hits hard with a broken heart and a lightning-fast exchange in expected West Wing fashion, sans pacing down hallways. Speaking of pacing, it's fantastic. The story flawlessly jumps from lawsuit hearings to events, and every character has a chance to shine. Eisenberg, Timberlake, Spider-Man, they all do a fantastic job. But the film does more than just offer rich characters. It explores faltering friendship, the butting heads of business and creativity, and all the gray areas around intellectual property. The Social Network isn't a deconstruction of Facebook, but actually an exploration of what people want in our fast-paced world today. And BT dubs Mark Zuckerberg, I love the new layout for our profiles. And congrats on Time Magazine's Person of the Year. What?
1.
It only makes sense. It was a hit in 2009, and in 2010, Avatar, Extended Edition. What are these lies coming out of my mouth? I'm just kidding, I hated Avatar. So what's number 1? Well, it's 1. Catfish? A documentary? Dubbed to pho? I'm sure this wasn't on many people's radars, but right now. No, wait, hold on. Finish watching the video and then go to Netflix and put this on your queue. Part of the difficulty with Catfish is you just have to watch it to understand how intriguing it is. No spoilers. That's even its tagline. The story follows a photographer who gets himself in a pen pal sort of relationship with an 8-year-old girl who paints his photographs. Slightly sketchy, but okay. Through time, he becomes closer with her and their respective family. And in turn, he becomes close with the 8-year-old's 25-year-old stepsister. And then a relationship develops, and they've only ever communicated through Facebook or on the phone. And at the 25-minute mark, it's got you by the balls. So good. Catfish offers a reality and rawness that I've seen in very few documentaries. Trailers made this out to be a thriller, and it's not. The film explores relationships as we interact through new technologies, similar to The Social Network. But this is real. Well, there's currently a lot of speculation as to whether or not Catfish is real or not, but I would argue either way it doesn't matter. The film may have scripted elements, but even if it is fake, what it brings to light is even more valid. Either way, what's presented in Catfish stuns and amazes. God, that was hard not to spoil anything. Though I'm sure it's already been spoiled in the comments below. Thanks, Internet. So that was my 10. List opinions and your top 10 below. Don't forget to list all those common themes too. And feel free to click on any of the titles, so I'll take you to trailers for those films. Or click here to see previous reviews. Or select the mystery box. What's in the box? I don't know. Maybe it's a fun video a friend made. I'm giving you way too many options. Also, a special thanks to my brother Zach for making these transitions. They're pretty fun, yeah? Rock and roll.